KFC is investing in remodeling and growing its original facility, the Harlan Sanders Cafe and Museum in Corbin, Kentucky, in collaboration with its franchise partners JRN Incorporated. From 1940 to 1956, Colonel Harlan Sanders, the company's founder, oversaw Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC. Sanders created the original KFC recipe, which calls for 11 herbs and spices, at Sanders Cafe. A press statement, via Louisville Business First, states that Linda and John R. Neal, KFC franchisees, bought the Corbin location in 1973. On September 9, 1990, they remodeled it and reopened it as the Harlan Sanders Cafe and Museum. Sanders would have turned 100 years old on this day. The original KFC recipe was created by Colonel Sanders Cafe. According to Brian Cahoe, Chief Development Officer of KFC US, this renovation will give visitors from all over the world an incredible KFC experience, while preserving the historic integrity of the location. Harlan Sanders Herb and Spice Room and a KFC timeline detailing Colonel Sanders' legacy will be featured in the refurbished attraction. In addition, a replica of the original Sanders Cafe kitchen, a guest room, and a gift shop will be present. Tyrone Neal, president of JRN Incorporated, said, "We grew up in the KFC business, so to be the caretaker of the place where it all began is truly special." Every year, hundreds of tourists go to Corbin to witness the location of the secret recipe's creation, and we want them to have an unmatched KFC experience. That's the main goal of this renovation. Yum Brands, founded in Louisville, owns KFC. It operates restaurants in 140 countries and territories, with over 23,000 locations. The restaurant intends to remain open during development, even though the attraction's makeover is anticipated to take longer than 9 months. Barbara Smith of the Edinburgh Zoo was recently appointed general manager of the £150 million Johnny Walker Visitor Experience in Edinburgh, United Kingdom. Situated on a busy stretch of U.S. Route 25 in southeast Kentucky, the Sanders Cafe is a restaurant and museum that is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. It had a thorough exterior and interior renovation early this year, with a preservation focus that began in 2019. Due to the epidemic, the historic roadside diner reopened to much excitement in late April. The original revealed date was somewhat delayed. The drive-thru, however, was operational while the building was being renovated. Naturally, Kentucky Fried Chicken, the massive fast food company that originated in the Bluegrass State and is currently the second largest in the world, has its roots in the Sanders Cafe. This filling station operator and string tie enthusiast, Colonel Harlan Sanders, not that kind of colonel, first wooed drivers off the highway with his delicious pressure fried chicken, made with his still secret recipe of 11 herbs and spices. The filling station is located in the city of Corbin. In 1940, the present structure, which was formerly a restaurant and hotel complex, opened to take the place of the Sanders Cafe, which had burned down the year before. 5 years after the first KFC location opened not in Kentucky, but rather outside of Salt Lake City, Sanders sold his Corbin Cafe in 1956. In 1973, KFC owners Linda and John R. Neal bought the Sanders Cafe, which was in danger of being demolished. The cafe had already suffered a significant setback years before when the construction of I-75 diverted traffic from Highway 25. After undergoing renovations, they turned the dilapidated motel and restaurant on the highway into the Sanders Cafe and Museum, a popular regional attraction. On the day when Sanders would have turned 100 years old, the renovated venue opened its doors in 1990. In that same year, the historic Gable building was listed to the NRHP, furthermore known as just the Colonel. Born in Indiana, Sanders passed away in 1980 at the age of 90, continuing to represent the corporation as a well-known pop culture brand until the very end. The multidisciplinary design firm Nelson Worldwide, with its headquarters in Minneapolis, was a frequent collaborator of JRN on KFC projects. For the recently finished makeover, Nelson Worldwide combined cutting-edge exhibition design with plenty of nostalgic appeal to recreate the original cafe's atmosphere. Respect for the goateed serial entrepreneur who got it all started, the museum calls Sanders the original celebrity chief, was, of course, another important factor. Nelson referred to this unique design idea as a return to roadside strategy. KFC's Sanders Cafe is sacred territory for the company, as it is here that the Colonel created his proprietary formula and invited guests to his personal dining room table. to share his love of chicken. In an email statement, Garrett Rice, design director at Nelson Worldwide, said, "Our approach was to honor that heritage and be mindful to create a sympathetic addition that did not detract from the existing charm, while creating a curated guest experience that tells the brand's story. We thoughtfully expanded upon the existing design, honoring and highlighting historical areas, while harmonizing them with contemporary, interactive features to create a destination-worthy experience that carries on the Colonel's tradition of quality, hospitality, and showmanship." Major features of the remodeled restaurant and museum, according to the firm, include iconic signage and historically inspired lighting, in addition to a walk-through timeline museum experience with interactive overlays on low-tech displays, a variety of KFC-related artifacts, and plenty of touch-free photo opportunities. Nelson Worldwide stated in a design brief that clean expressions are consistent within and keep the attention on the artifacts and ensure a more immersive connection with the space, while also providing a contrast to the historic dining room. Additionally, there is a test kitchen that honors the process of refining the Colonel's recipe. Additionally, the renovated space features a plethora of mid-century design elements and retro-inspired furniture selections, especially in Colonel Harlan Sanders' iconic sitting room, an immersive room vignette inspired by the interior of Sanders' former private residence that is right next to the cafe. JRN has owned the house since 2007. There have also apparently been significant modifications. Warmy chestnut paneling from the original dining room has been kept to embellish and stay on par with the warm and inviting look that the Colonel intended for the room, the business said, in reference to the restaurant's main dining area. Colonel Sanders worked in several different occupations, including that of gas station operator, before becoming a well-known restaurant owner and brand ambassador. Photo by Nelson International. The Sanders Cafe was already a well-known tourist destination in Corbin before it underwent renovations. As stated by Corbin Tourism's executive director, Maggie Monholland, at a ribbon-cutting event in April, the location will now be even more appealing to global KFC enthusiasts. She remarked, "Not only will we be able to draw new guests to our destination, we'll be able to draw in recurring customers. Thus we can respond, 'No, you haven't,' to those who claim to have visited the original KFC. It is noteworthy because, although not the original KFC location, the Sanders Cafe is a unique example of an NRHP-inscribed forerunner of a major international fast food franchise, despite being highly eligible. The Downey, California McDonald's, that is the oldest still operating, is not included on the list. Regarding the first Taco Bell, also known as Numero Uno, it was once situated in Downey as well. However, in 2015, it was threatened with demolition and moved 45 miles away by truck to the corporate offices in Irvine. In 2022, the Sanders Cafe and Museum underwent renovations and an expansion that provided visitors with a new opportunity to explore the history of fast food and discover the location where Kentucky Fried Chicken originated. Harlan Sanders, often known as the Colonel, started his first eatery in 1930 as a little petrol station with 1 table and 6 seats. It eventually grew into a much larger restaurant with an adjoining motel. Following the franchising of his well-known pressure fried chicken, which is made with 11 special herbs and spices, Sanders' company swiftly grew into the international sensation that is now referred to as KFC. The first KFC facility in Corbin, Kentucky is still open for business. The only thing that's changed is that you can now eat within a sizable museum that is brimming with memorabilia, view vintage cafe furnishings, a mock hotel room, and more. A recreation of the original Kentucky Fried Chicken kitchen is also on display, and it includes Sanders' 3-handed clock, which he invented to ensure exact time for preparing the chicken. Visitors can guess which of the almost 200 seasoning bottles in the herb and spice room are the secret 11. The museum also has a chronicle of the company's development over the years, but the most eye-catching items are the ridiculous collectibles, such as Pez dispensers with the image of the well-known founder and Colonel Sanders bobblehead dolls. Like, comment, and share this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button before leaving. Thanks for watching.